Hi friends, welcome to KMED GATE is Education. Let's see the first question. The question given is a series RLC circuit has a resistance of 10 ohms and a resistance of a series RLC circuit having a resistance of 4 ohms and I have an inductance L and I have a capacitance C 2 farads. Okay, he asked the value of the inductance L if it is a critically damped. Here, if I have a supply voltage V of t, I have a response I of t. We know from the control system the transfer function is nothing but Laplace transform of response to the Laplace transform of input. Here what is the input? V of t. What is the response? I of t. So I want to find I of s by V of s. If I found this, I get the transfer function. Okay, and he said that the circuit is a critically damped. So it is a second order circuit. The series RLC circuit is a second order circuit. We know from the control system the standard second order transfer function is C of s by R of s equal to omega n square plus s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. The complete second order system is analyzed by this damping factor. If at all zeta equal to 0, it is undamped system. You have the response having the constant amplitude frequency of oscillation. Okay, if zeta equal to 0, poles lies on imaginary axis which are not repeated. Okay, and you have 0 less than zeta less than 1, it is underdamped system. Okay, you have the response like this. Okay, damped oscillations. The pole locations lies on left half of S-plane, that took complex conjugate. Zeta equal to 1, it is a critically damped. Okay, you have a one damped oscillation. For this, you have the poles lies on real axis and have an equal magnitude. A zeta greater than 1, it is a overdamped system. You have two poles, one pole towards imaginary axis, one pole away from the imaginary axis. It is also a one damped oscillation. Okay, one damped oscillation. This is called a dominant pole or significant pole. This is insignificant pole. Okay, so this is significant pole, this is insignificant pole. Let's convert this series RL circuit to the standard second order system. Apply KVL here. Minus V of s plus I of s into R plus SL plus 1 by SC. I of s by equal to SCR plus S square LC plus 1 by SC, that equal to V of s. V of I of s by V of s equal to SC. If I take LC common, I have S square plus SRC by LC by 1 by LC. Okay, CC cancel. Let's compare Let's compare this denominator, standard second order denominator, to this denominator. Check it, compare this. Okay, so compare this. So 2 zeta omega n equal to r by l. Here cc cancel, and omega n square equal to LC, 1 by LC. Okay, so from this you can see here omega n equal to 1 by root of 2L. Omega n equal to 1 by 2L. For critically damped system, zeta equal to 1. So 2 into omega n is 1 by root 2L, that equal to r by L. What is the value of the r? This is 4. These two 2's. Okay. So if I square it, 1 by 2L, that equal to 4 by L square. So here L cancel, L equal to 8 Henry. So answer is 8 Henry. Okay, so here one thing you have to observe. You see here the denominator. You see here the denominator is s square. Denominator is s square plus r by L into s plus 1 by LC. 1 by LC. For series RLC circuit, at resonance, what is bandwidth? Bandwidth equal to R by L. What is the resonant frequency? 1 by root LC. 1 by root LC. You know very well about that. At series, for series RLC circuit at resonance, bandwidth equal to R by L, omega naught equal to 1 by root LC. Okay, so you see here this is a bandwidth. This is a bandwidth, and this is of resonant frequency omega naught square. Okay, so in this, if we ask the question, this R by L is a, in this denominator, in this transfer function, if at all resonance, series RL circuit is at resonance, this is a bandwidth or resonant frequency, he will ask. Okay, so this directly, so if he given directly the denominator of the transfer function, so what is the bandwidth? Okay, so he directly given the second order system, so omega n square plus s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square in this form. Okay, for series RLC circuit, what is the bandwidth? Bandwidth is a 2 zeta omega n. What is a resonant frequency? Resonant frequency is a omega n square. Omega n square is a resonant frequency. So kindly observe this. Okay, so you know very well at series resonance bandwidth. Bandwidth is also known as bandwidth. You can write as omega naught by quality factor. So how it came means bandwidth equal to omega naught by quality factor. Omega naught equal to 1 by root LC. Quality factor equal to 1 by root of L by C for series RLC circuit. So I can write this as 1 by root LC into R into root C by root L. So root C here, root C cancel, root L into root L is L. So bandwidth is R by L. Bandwidth is R by L. So kindly remember this. If you have a given the in question, if you given the question having the resistance and L value and R value is given, what is the bandwidth? It is a R by L. Let's see the next question. So here a 12 volt automobile battery is connected to a 12 volt. Here it is given as A 12 volt automobile battery is connected to a 5 ampere headlight. 5 ampere headlight. Energy consumed in 1 hour operation. Energy consumed in 1 hour operation. So we know that power equal to time rate of flow of electrical energy. Time rate of flow of electrical energy. So energy equal to power into time. So I want to find the power. So power equal 12 volts and the 5 ampere is going to this lamp. 5 ampere is going through this lamp. So 12 into 5 into time is 1 hour. Energy consumed in 1 hour. So 12 5 is 60. 60. Okay. Into 1. So answer is you get to get 60 joules. 60 joules. Answer is none. First you put the tick mark here. For I put the tick mark and come out of the exam after seeing that key, then it will be wrong. So here, what is the power unit? What is the unit of the power? What is the unit of the power? Joules. What is the unit of the power? Joules per second. Joules per second or watts. Joules per second or watts. Okay. Joules per second or watts. Okay. So this time is in seconds. This time is in second. So the energy consumed in 1 hour. So 12 into 5 into 1 hour means 60 minutes. So I can write 12 into 5 into 60 into 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. 60. So 12 5s are 60. 6 6 are 36. So 6 6 36. 6 3 say 18. 18 to 21. So 216 something kilojoules should be there. So answer is 216 kilojoules. So units will be very important in calculating the problems. Okay. If you consider this as hours, then we directly go to the option none. But the unit is in seconds, joules per second. Unit of the power is joules per second. Joules per second. Okay. So next, let's see the next question. So let's see the next question here. In the circuit shown below, 5 ampere source supplies no power. Here one hint is given. The hint given here is the 5 ampere source. The hint here is the 5 ampere source. The 5 ampere source supplies no power. Supplies no power. Power equal to V into I. So let I have a voltage here plus or minus V here. So power supplied by the 5 amperes is 0. That is voltage into 5 equal to 0. Voltage equal to 0. That means here the node voltage is 0. So indirectly he is given that node voltage equal to 0. Simply I read on the circuit such that plus or minus 30 volts. Here I have 3 ohms. Here I have 2 ohms. Simply this is a short circuit. I have a 5 amperes and I have 8 ohms here, and this is plus or minus Vs. I have a 6 ohm here. Apply nodal analysis here. If I apply nodal analysis, 0 minus 30 by 5 plus minus current entering 5 amperes, 0 minus Vs by 14 equal to 0. So minus 30 by 5 minus 5 Vs by 14. 5 5 is 25. 25 plus 30 55. So minus 55 by 5 equal to Vs by 14. Whether I am right? 5 5 is 25. 25 plus 30, 55. 55, so I get 5 11s. So 14 into 11, that equal to 14, 14, 154. So I will get minus 154. Answer is minus 154 is the answer. Let's see the next question. Let's see the next question. Consider the network which consists of the resistors and voltage source. If the values of the all voltage source are doubled, then the value of the mesh currents, what happened? Okay, apply superposition theorem. Apply superposition here. If you apply the superposition, theorem, if the voltage here, two conditions is satisfied. One is linearity and homogeneity. So we know very well that for superposition theorem, two conditions must be holds, that is a linearity condition and homogeneity. So what is homogeneity? What is homogeneity means, if excitation is multiplied by a constant k, then the response is also multiplied by a constant k. For example, let's see this. For example, let's see this. Let I have 2 volts here, 1 ohm here, I have 1 ohm here, I have 1 ohm here. Let's take. Okay, so what is the current now? 11.5. 11.5. Let's take this is a 0.5 ohms. Let's take this as a 0.5 ohm. Okay, so 1 is parallel 0.5, 0.5 plus 0.5 1. So you get 2 by 1, that equal to 1 ampere. 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1. Okay, resistance is 1. I equal to V by R. V equal to IR. I equal to V by R. 2 by 1 is 0.5, 2 amperes. 2 by 1 is 2 amperes. Okay, so here when it comes to here, if you see here, when it comes to here, both resistance are equal. I get 1 ampere, I get 1 ampere. Okay, let I take 6 volts here. Let I take 6 volts here. 6 by 1.5 plus 0.5 1, I equal to V by R. 6 by 1 is 6 amperes. So I will get 6 amperes. Here I will get 3 amperes. If I take green color shows I am taking the voltage source is 6 volts. So here it divides into 3 amperes. 3 amperes. What happens if I multiply the excitation by 3 volts 3 times? If I increase the excitation by 3 times, the response is also 2 into 3, 6 amperes. Okay, 1 into 3, 3 amperes. 1 into 3, 3 amperes. Okay, so if excitation is multiplied by 3, the response is a response in all the branches also multiplied by 3. This is called a homogeneity. So here, see here, resistance and voltage source only if all the values of the voltage source are doubled. So if voltage source are doubled, then the values of the mesh currents also doubled. The values of the mesh currents also doubled as per superposition theorem. Okay, superposition theorem. Hope you understand. Let's see the next question. Let's see this question. He asked the Thevenin's equivalent of the circuit. You try this. And give the answer in the comment box. You try this, give the answer in the comment box. Okay, so I find let's try. Okay, let's try and give the answer in the comment box. If you like the video, share to your friends. Okay, thank you.